Okay. Event roller has, you guys have slightly different categories for your event roller versus your overall categories. So we can select whichever type of categories of events we want to display on the page. We'll press save. Um, we'll add another widget. The next couple ones are nice and easy because they're based on the categories that we selected on the page. So if I do a listing, I'll just press listing and save. Done. It will pull in the accounts based on the categories that we selected for the page. Same with the articles. Save. Done. Then we have a photo gallery widget. We have it set up so that if you only put one item, so if you only put a video or you only put a photo, it won't show the tiles below. So it's a nice way if you want to display just a big video on the page or a big image. You can use this photo video gallery to do that without having to click and drag the image into the actual content widget, which makes it a little wonky sometimes when sizing across devices. So if I want to add a photo or video, I'll press add item. One thing to remember is that if you are adding in a video, and I press save, you do have to add in a image so that you will have a tile. We're working on a way that we can pull the tile from YouTube, but they're not currently sending it back. So we're working on that. So even if you have a YouTube video, in this case, you need to select a tile if you're going to have multiple units. So if this is all that I have, I don't have to do that because I'm just going to display the video. There's not going to be any tiles below. So I'm going to add one more item. That is an image. And click on this here. Select photo, save. And then I'll go back to the builder to show you what I mean. So here, we actually have two items, but because I didn't load a tile for the YouTube video, there's only one tile here. So it might be confusing for people to figure out, well, how do I get to that other video? So if you're uploading a video to a photo gallery, make sure that you also add in a tile for that. Then we have form. So this will pull in any forms that you've created within the form builder. So you can just select which form you want to put in, press save. Then we have social highlights. So these are what appear on the homepage. Same kind of image selection idea as all the rest, except for this, all you do is select an image. And so I think they display in sets of 8. So I would plan to, in sets of 5. They display in sets of 5, I think. So I would plan to have at least 5 so that you don't end up, at least in the desktop view, having kind of a orphaned photo. So in this case, I'm just going to select one. Then I'll add another widget. And last but certainly not least is an itinerary group. This will be particularly useful when you're on the itinerary side building, but on a page, this will still allow you to group accounts or items in a way that makes them display nice and uniformly. So you have two display options. You can display in a tile or you can display in a row. For this instance, I'll just select tile. I'm going to press save. Now here we have the same list that we always have. We can have a custom link, an account, an article, a page. Most of the time I'm guessing you're going to be using an account. So you'll select an account here, and then you can select to use the featured photo from the link source. And so you can pull in this information from the account database and start to make your itinerary group. So do one more of these, just so we can see that. Do an account. And just so you know, if you press, example, if I press R on my keyboard, it will jump me to the R section. So if you know the starting letter, you can click that so that you can jump down the list quicker without having to scroll all the way. Let's press save. So those are all of the widget types. So now let's go back to the builder and see, okay, so we have all of our widget types here, but see, this content widget is in the wrong place. It needs to be above here so that I know what the title is. So I'm just going to press up. Then I'm going to go down. Okay, this is a feature block. That's good. This is an account feature. So see here, it doesn't actually say the account on this part. So you're going to have to title it if you want it to display there. That's why I put this to Hawk here. So I'm going to move this up. This is to Hawk. So I can move the items up or down as I need to. And this is kind of a quick display of what the page will look like. And it's kind of nice because if you scroll down to say the listings, it doesn't actually list them out, which can get kind of long, but it says, you know, the listings will display here. I would suggest that if you're going to do listings that they appear at the bottom, because not everybody is probably going to scroll all the way through and might miss out on some good content if you put them at the top. Okay, so that is the page builder in a nutshell. You will see this same builder across the site. So if you're doing an article, you'll have the same ability to add widgets. Everything is now widgetized and more flexible for your content creation needs. So let me know if you have any questions. You can always reach out.